Leprosy.
So that's how we want to start it out. Leprosy. Yay. All right, so welcome everyone to another podcast episode here on Abstract Enterprise. My name is Hector, and I'm here with my brother from another mother, Joe Snow, the magical ninja.
What up? Wait, did you call me family?
All right, my master, my English in white.
That's the wrong.
I'm
that's
the
the
pastor.
wrong way to start it off. I am nobody's master.
I'm the pastor, my master Joe.
Now people are gonna think I'm racist. And, way to start off the first episode, huh?
Yes, that was technically the second.
Well, podcast form.
Yeah,
You know what? Fuck it. Let's keep going.
It's the second. Clearly, Joe hasn't been keeping up with the times. So,
Nope.
What's up, man? How's the week been?
It's been a week. You know.
Yep.
Usually how it goes.
Time flies. Fuck you, asshole.
Sometimes.
Rochester's proven to be fucking fantastic today. The weather's actually manageable today. We don't have to deal with fucking snow.
That's what he says.
The fuck does that mean?
Because snow is better.
I was just literally about to make.
I don't want to hear anybody bitching when it starts getting warm. Oh my god, it's so hot! I'm gonna die. Oh. Yeah.
That's
Fuck off. Because we could have stayed with the snow. Okay.
We could have.
The snow had like a crippling depression of its own because it started getting hot, and then it was like, no, I'm not done. No. And then it just like came all over again one last time. And then just coated the ground, and everyone's like, I'm so fucking sick of this shit, blah, blah, blah. Well, okay, now you have it. It's gone.
Hold on
I'm going to remember that.
Well, so why does your version of snow and precipitation sound like it has constipation? Like a really bad...
Because that's how everyone perceives it as. You don't understand what it's like to drive in the snow and to go outside and shovel. You live in upstate New York. It ain't like we just got snow last year. Like, This is a new thing.
Right. And you know, it's funny because like that happens every year. There's a couple things in especially in New York that you can always be sure of is that they're going to complain that it's snowing again as if it was completely unexpected. And when the precipitation starts to actually drop, people forget how to drive.
Yeah.
People
like
forget.
A snowflake. One damn snowflake on the ground.
And then everybody's fucking going nuts. And
people should know we only have 2 seasons. We have winter.
We have hot and cold.
No, we have winter. We have construction. Those are our 2 seasons. If somebody ain't building a damn house, we about to get snow.
It's because when you see all the construction workers leave and don't come back, that's how you know the weather's changing. Shit. Yeah, no. I'm actually still surprised that they finally finished the entire 390 construction. Like they finally finished it. Like there's like not a fucking construction vehicle.
Yeah, for now until they're like, you know what, we need to go back over that again.
Yeah, I think in like 4 months we're gonna have to do some improvements. Like
we finished that a little too quick. Let's do a second coat.
Oh my god! So what's popping lately? The coronavirus. We might as well get into that shit.
I was gonna say chicken grease, but I guess coronavirus is popping right now.
Wait.
You said what's popping? No. Chicken grease. All right. You ever made chicken? Do you cook?
Hold on. I'm gonna have to pause that because obviously we were gonna get into coronavirus, but since your first response,
I mean, you clearly just brought it up, so yeah, I guess we are gonna get into it.
Chicken grease. Mm-hmm. Would you like to get into that?
Leprosy.
What the fuck does... Wait, so is there something that I'm missing with chicken grease, or you're just saying chicken grease to be a smartass?
What's popping? When you make chicken and you're
So the answer is you're being a
greasy
smartass.
Food, it's... Oh, fucking caught me in the arm. Yeah. Chicken grease. Popping. Like my lip gloss. But that's a whole nother story. Is popping.
My lips like it's popping.
So, the coronavirus. All right, yeah, I guess since you already brought it up, we can't...
No, we don't have to bring it up.
No, it's too late. It's too late.
Yeah, well, I mean, we kind of have
You gonna die.
No, yeah, we are.
No, you gonna die.
No, I'm immune.
You gonna die.
I'm immune.
I stay in my basement. I don't go outside, so I ain't gotta worry about touching nobody.
Yeah, that's fine. Even if you came outside, you wouldn't have to worry about touching anyone. Oh, shit.
It's because outside's scary.
It is. It's not that scary.
You were just going to agree with me.
No, I
wasn't.
wasn't.
Then in the middle of agreeing with me, you're like, no,
I had to think about it. I was like, is he really right? And I was like, no.
You should probably think before you speak.
No, maybe you should just shut the fuck up.
Don't think in the middle of speaking.
I just won't think at all. How about that?
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our first and only episode that we're going to have.
Yeah, and then the next one's not going to have Joe in it.
Ain't nobody going to watch it.
Oh. I ain't got no comeback for that. I got nothing to say.
I'm just going to sit here and be like, I ate a rice cake today and I put some avocado on it.
And, yeah, right, because that's really going to help considering we just had Burger King.
Shh, don't tell people.
I'm ruining my image just by stating that. Oh, good lord. But yeah, the fucking coronavirus. I can't believe that. Did you hear the story, like, in Australia, that, like, people are, like, clearing the shelves of all, like, toilet paper, too? Because apparently it's supposed to give you the shits.
I mean...
But nobody can really, like, confirm whether or not that's an actual symptom.
We live in America and it's happening here.
What? That people
shit's
are, like,
missing off the shelf.
No, but I mean, like, shitting their brains out. Like, at first it was obviously hand sanitizer, which is fucking ridiculous. Just stop being dirty. Wash your shit.
Maybe they're just eating too many kangaroos.
That's your contribution?
Oh, I might let me stick steak on the bobby.
That's your contribution. Fucking eating kangaroos?
I don't know.
Or the dingoes? Is that...
You mad because the dingo ate your baby?
Oh my god. Put a little...
Huh? That's not a knife. This is a knife. I don't... Look, there's not many Australian references in American culture, so I'm starting to run out really quick.
No, there's another one. Stingray.
And on that note...
This has taken a very dark turn.
Oh,
man.
No, I mean, shit's falling off the shelves everywhere, though. I went to Walmart the other day, and everything's gone, and people are just like, oh my god, like, random shit, too. It's like trash bags. The fuck are you collecting up trash bags for?
Well, for when they're killed, their kids start, like, dying.
Eat them!
Not with the coronavirus.
Why not? You probably already have it as well.
That's true. I'm not afraid of it. Everybody's, like, going so crazy.
I'm not afraid.
Of corona.
Sorry, guys, we don't have a soundboard, so I'm my own soundboard. But, like, okay, see, people who don't know me, you might think I'm doing this to add. No, it's literally going on in my head, and if it doesn't blurt out, it's going to keep going on in my head, so I have to do it. It's like Tourette's, but I can semi-help it.
It's voluntary.
I can semi-help it. It's just going to bother me if it doesn't come out.
Yeah. You have voluntary Tourette's. That's like that. Oh, I almost missed that. I almost missed that. Okay. That was good. Good delivery. Man. Good delivery, but it's not DiGiorno's.
No. It was more like the UPS. They shot it across the street onto my porch.
Here's your package.
Fragile. Here you go.
Fragile. Fraggle.
Kobe. Oh, wait, too soon?
Oh, man.
Too soon?
Sorry, that was too soon. That's your crash and burn.
It's never too soon. You like a helicopter? Is that...
Woo! Wow, yeah, that's a chopper.
So glad I decided to drink after.
Oh man, I'm drinking after for sure because I want to be able to forget this whole thing happened.
Okay, so yeah, coronavirus, whatever, we're gonna die.
Yeah.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, and then also, of course, there was one case specifically here in Rochester where, like the person like voluntarily like quarantined themselves at the hospital for a couple days, and then was released because he tested completely negative. And so it's like, all right, so what did they do?
That motherfucker didn't have.
I think they were like, let me get out of work.
He just said, you know what? I need some free healthcare. I'm gonna lock myself up in here. I'm getting free food. I'm getting boarding. The nurses are pretty attractive. They're like washing my balls for me.
How do you know that they were female nurses?
I've been to plenty of hospitals. I just told you free food.
I'll deal with a man rubbing on my balls for free food. And
the women.
That doesn't mean that the women were taking care of them.
How do you know?
How do you know?
Maybe I know things.
Yeah, okay. Nurse! I need my balls washed!
Oh, no, 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 no.
No, I clean.
I fluff pillow.
I need more lemon pledge.
Oh,
Mama.
Not that nurse. Not that nurse.
You give me green cup?
More like Nurse Joy. You know?
Oh.
Take care of me.
Yeah, like super innocent, but she's like a complete.
She's
like,
always
freak.
handling Pokeballs. She can,
Oh.
Scrotum,
I choose you.
She knows what she's doing.
Oh my god! Gotta gag them all.
Quick attack on the shaft.
It's highly effective.
Highly effective.
Oh my god. You got your own Squirtle. Your own.
Oh no. In that situation, she would be the Squirtle. Squirting Squirtle. Squirtle squad. Squirtle squirt.
Oh my god. Squirtle, use climax attack. Put a fucking disclaimer on this when we go to upload this. For sure.
Or
we take it by surprise.
Hear me out. Okay. America is like all into this Kinder Egg shit again.
Wait, the what?
Kinder Egg. Where like they have toys hidden in like chocolate eggs and stuff like that. Okay. Well, that's what our podcast is. It's a surprise.
You have to listen to find the gems.
You bust it wide open.
Oh man, we're getting shut down real fast.
Maybe.
You know what? When I upload this, I gotta put this in the kids section.
Well, I mean, don't deliberately put it in the kids section. I think people are getting the wrong message now.
No, they're getting the right message. They're gonna get it.
People over the age of 18 are going to get it, is what you're saying?
Yes.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Let's be
the
clear
last thing we need the feds on our door, like, so,
Oh, they already know about me. They're just not coming to my door. My CIA agent right now is just having a ball listening to everything I'm saying.
He's like, expected.
Yeah, right.
However, that other undocumented American there,
yeah,
had to figure out what's his deal.
Yeah. I'm giving back to my community. So
here goes the illegal.
Yeah.
Serving my community.
So
here, take Paco.
My agent, he's like, oh, look at him, community service. What a great guy.
We'll give you a pass. You fed us another one of them bad hombres.
Hombres? What is this, fucking Red Dead Redemption?
Listen, I've never played it, so I don't know if hombre is a terminology in there.
No, it's not a terminology here in Rochester nowadays.
Well, not anymore.
Nowadays. It's like he only listens to half of what I'm saying.
I don't.
Yesterday.
Shit.
Yesterday, this guy comes over to my house. All right, so we're talking about today possibly doing the podcast, and I was like, man, all right, I gotta go take a piss. It's like fucking 3 flights of stairs, you know. I don't like going up 3 flights of stairs. I was like, I'm gonna be a minute. Why don't you look up like our setup for what we can do for the podcast and everything, and I'm gonna go take a piss. I'll be back. So like I'm taking extra long. I'm taking an extra couple minutes, and I'm talking to people on the way to the bathroom, like it's my fucking like going away tour and shit. So coming down from the bathroom, and I'm like, hey Hector, so what'd you come up with? Huh? What do you mean? What do you mean? What did you come up with? What did you find out? Yes. Yes, what? What did you find out about what? Literally what I just said to you before I went upstairs. Yeah,
just minutes worth of time.
And I'm just like, do you listen to what I say? Like, nobody listens to what I'm saying at all, period. And he's just like, yeah, no, I didn't look it up. I'm like, are you kidding me? Are you kidding me?
I kind of didn't feel like I had to at that moment.
But I had literally said to him, I'm going to go take a piss. Look that up and see what you can find while I'm gone so we can get back to the conversation when I get back. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. So he just okayed me just so I would stop talking and walk away.
I did not.
So why'd you okay me?
Because I wholeheartedly agreed with what you were saying.
To do something.
Yes, and I did it.
That you did not do.
You don't know that.
When I came back down, I said, did you do it? No. You literally... oh my God.
Yeah. I, see, what had happened was...
Yeah. Yeah. Thinking came into play and his whole mind just cleared. Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my god. No, it was, I got distracted by all the other, responsibilities.
You mean the TikToks you were watching on your phone?
I was researching.
Yeah. Researching. If I pack it up.
Listen.
Is it fat?
Listen, I find that research very compelling, all right?
Yeah, I mean, so do I too, but I choose to do it in my alone time by myself.
Whoa!
I make sure that they're dressed up as some anime character, and they're like doing that Ahigo face and shit.
Oh,
I do it on my own. I don't do it when I'm like in the middle of work and stuff.
That's so
like,
stupid.
It's my own research, but for my own personal use. Look.
Oh, Lord.
Look, I'm not like Randy Pitchford at Borderlands. You're not going to find my internet searches on a USB drive with my work attached to it.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was.
Well, no, I'm smart. I'd bring two.
No,
I might accidentally put it on the wrong one, but I'd swap it back.
Oh, my God. That's so stupid. Fucking
Ahigo. I am all into weeb trash. Weeb trash.
So fucking terrible.
Yep, moving like an animatronic, dancing to some anime cosplay. Oh man, we're not gonna get into that though. This is not what this podcast is about today.
No. Our next episode is gonna be about our fantasies.
It is.
No, I was just throwing that out there.
Oh,
now it sounds like a really terrible idea.
It does.
So we're not gonna do that next episode.
I do not want to sit here and talk for 30 minutes about how you could be a dual citizen or have a green card. That sounds like a really boring conversation.
No, that's very exciting.
Not until ICE shows up at your door.
My English is gonna get real good real fast. Are you the Mexican we heard on the podcast? No, sir. I like creamer with my coffee.
And I'd stand right behind him and be like, "Si, senor."
We'd both get apprehended.
Well, see, I'm the right skin until I open my mouth. They're gonna look at me and be like, "That gentleman right there is white."
Oh my God, he has the Michael Jackson disease.
Until I open my mouth and they're like, "Oh, you're from the ghetto."
I don't think they pronounce it in syllables.
Have you been around white people?
Not enough, apparently.
No.
No,
they do weird things.
I mean, I can't say Greece because Greece is just as crack-headed as the inner city.
Greece doesn't necessarily count. Greece is full of white kids who think they're black.
Right. So, like, it's hard to discern the two.
Yeah. Sort of.
Yeah, I guess it depends on how deep into Greece you go.
Deep cuts.
Did you say deep cuts?
Deep cuts.
What the fuck is that?
Cutting deep. Like, the feels.
That sounds a lot more pleasurable than painful.
No.
Deep guts.
That's not even close to how I said it. That is.
Yes, it is.
That
close.
is not
it's
even
close enough.
Close.
It's close enough
to how I said it.
Guts.
No. Now you just sound constipated. Do we need to take a break?
Nope.
Good thing we're not sponsored.
Yeah, I don't know of any company that would ever sponsor us. Unless it's like...
Blue Pill. They sponsor everybody.
Blue Pill, that's like... Viagra.
Yeah, it's getting it up. Staying hard. But it's instant. See, look, Blue Pill, if you're out there listening right now, I already know the spiel. You take it and you get hard right then and there. It doesn't take 5 minutes. It doesn't take any amount of time. It's automatically, you are automatically hard. It is shoot like a rocket.
And if you experience an erection longer than 4 hours, please contact your doctor.
No, they don't want you to contact anybody. They want you to stay hard for 4 hours. You just keep going.
If you're hard,
it's like the Energizing Bunny. It just keeps going and going and going.
That's not safe.
Only half of you are going to understand that statement.
Oh, yeah. Millennials wouldn't get it.
Speaking of that, the other day, I finally seen the Cadbury egg commercial on TV.
Like the old one where
that thing's like, older than you.
The one with the lion, like...
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. That exact. I seen it the other day.
Wow.
I was like, holy shit! I can see how terrible that recording quality is. Like I can visualize it on a tube television, and it still is older than that. And I'm like, that's really old.
Wow.
I seen it back to back the same day, and I was like, oh man. Oh man.
Wow. Damn. Like that came out when I was a kid. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I cannot. Wow, really? Wait, what were you watching then?
I wasn't watching anything. Somebody else was watching like History Channel or something.
Oh, that makes sense.
And it was like in between, like, because I don't know, nobody really watches the TV in the house, but sometimes the TV is just on, just for noise.
Just for background noise?
Yeah. And like I just happened to walk by and I forgot what I was doing. Maybe I was like going to check the mail or something, but I was like, wait a minute, is that the Cadbury commercial? And like I peeked my head in and it was like, bark, 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 bark. I was like, that's the Cadbury commercial.
Oh, wow. It's just like, every now and then, depending on like what channel you watch, like for example, like any like Nick at Night or like any shows that are like, or any TV stations that are like airing or broadcasting like old TV shows, like you will, if you're lucky enough, you'll catch the old like Tootsie Roll or the Tootsie Pop commercial.
How many times are you staying up late at night watching the Dick Van Dyke Show?
I mean, I'll stay up all night for Dick.
I'm working, bitch. He's got time for Dick.
I'm watching Dick. Oh my god. No, like, it's just not. You know what? I hate the Dick Van Dyke Show. It's so, I stay up for like Golden Girls and like Home Improvement.
Three's Company.
Yeah, Three's Company's good. Fucking The Facts of Life. Fucking like The Facts of Life are pretty good.
Wonder Years.
How would I do without my attitude?
You know, you started off knowing pretty good English, and then it just kind of like.
And then I went, English, Espanol, yo necesito.
And then Hector's just like, I forgot the words.
Yeah, something about something English in America. I don't know.
Yeah, that's not how that went, but that's how you remember it. It's your memories.
It's my memories.
They're your memories.
My memories.
Just telling you, it might be the Mandela effect. I think you're wrong.
Mandela? No, I don't believe in that.
Which is why I think you're wrong. Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. I do believe in the Mandela
You're from a whole other universe, and we've collided.
Yeah?
Uh-huh.
It was fate?
No, I wouldn't call it that.
Why?
I would call it maybe a
curse?
A beautiful disaster? Maybe? I don't...
That's a good song.
Yeah.
Wait, is that a song? Mandela effect. Proof is in the pudding. Pudding pop! Speaking of which, I wonder how he's doing.
Probably great in jail. He's probably packing fudge. Not stuffing fudge, packing fudge.
I'm about to show you the most splendiferous pudding pop you've ever seen.
I don't think he's showing it.
Drop trow, Jimmy!
I think he's probably, I think he got demoted from shipping to the receiving department.
Oh, my lord.
Probably.
I'm just thinking, like, man, that department, that's got to be pretty old and wrinkly.
Yeah, but it hasn't been used in a while, so it's like a brand new building.
It's just without the brand new smell, right?
Oh no!
I mean,
if those walls could speak, there's
Oh
yeah.
Wait, hold on. Whoa! I took this really dark. I thought you mean like the jail cell walls, right?
Sure, both.
You're not talking about.
I mean,
like,
his anal cavity walls and
that's, I don't know why was that the first thing I went to? I'm like
sphincters.
You said if the wall can speak, I'm like, whoa.
Well, no, I said walls.
Oh God. Oh man, we're going to hell.
I mean, I already knew this.
Oh, we are definitely we're gonna meet all the other hellbound folks down there.
No, the problem is, I just makes me think. You keep going to church on Sundays. What's gonna happen to you when you come down there? And I'm like, hey, Hunter, what's up? You still make it down there.
Listen, I'm gonna reach the pearly gates and like.
Are you gonna feel like you kind of like wasted your time, or you missed some extra credit somewhere? Or...
I'm gonna get to the Golden Gate. Peter's gonna look like, what the fuck were you doing down there? I don't know, man. Just kind of living my life. No. It's like, no, that's not good enough, bro. You're gonna have to pull Rosa apart and go to the back of the line.
Wow. You know.
Oh my
I'm so glad that it is March 8th right now, folks, when we are recording this. So it is not Black History Month anymore. I'm so glad we missed it.
Jesus Christ.
Whoa,
so man. That one's a hard one. Yeah, that's what she said.
Not to you, though.
Not oh, no. It's been about 7-8 months.
Months? We'll go with months.
All right.
That's fine. That is fun.
Oh, man.
So, yeah, I don't know what we're going to do for episode 2, honestly. It's probably going to be like a lot more of this, unless somebody actually like listens to this and wants to say, hey, you guys should talk about, this or whatever.
Oh, absolutely. You know what? Yeah. For anybody who mistakenly runs across this and ends up lasting this long.
Before you run and hide, leave comments on what you think you might want to talk about.
Yeah, give some topics like what's an area of interest for you, and we have no problem getting into like,
cosplay and weeb trash is acceptable. I will talk about that all day.
Hell yeah. You know what? Just recently, I don't know if you've seen it. Have you seen the Brawley movie?
It came out like 7 months ago, didn't it? 6-7 months ago.
Yeah, it's like the Dragon Ball Super Brawley movie.
Yes,
it was fucking dope, actually. I have to say that was probably one of the coolest, movies I've seen in a while. Though I will say, like,
it wasn't bad. It was alright. I'm gonna go see it in theater.
I kind of like the fact that they made them canon finally. That like they didn't just keep bringing them for the same like weird like legendary story, but they actually gave them more of a background, and they went into a deeper background to Planet Vegeta, how it actually came about being destroyed. That it wasn't just. Like, it wasn't just Frieza coming by and being like, oh, I heard about you guys. You guys are strong, blah, blah, blah. I'm threatened by you. Destroy the planet. Like, it was more so, like, they actually employed the Saiyans to take over and then sell the land, sell the planets off to the highest bidder to make money and to benefit Frieza and their army, Frieza's army or whatever. Like I like that they kind of gave it a little bit more of a story, and they also told, well, not in depth, but they kind of broke down like where Brawley came from, because originally the story has always been Vegeta and Goku sent 2 different directions, where now it's Vegeta, Goku, and Brawley, or Broly, however you want to like pronounce it, were like sent off in their own directions. And I like the idea that they put in about Brawley being excommunicated with his father. Well, sorry, when Brawley excommunicated first, and he was sent off to either survive on his own or die. And then his father was like, no, I gotta find him. I gotta go chase him. And I just the way they broke down that whole thing was great. I kind of don't like, the one thing I disagreed with the movie is how fast it took for Brawley to be defeated. Like, if you remember back with the other 2 or whatever movies that they had for like Brawley, not like that weird toxic acid Brawley, whatever, that was a fucking retarded movie. But the other like 1 or 2 movies, the main one where they first introduced Brawley, like Brawley was like, he was destroying them left and right. He was savage. Whereas this one, like Brawley was like not really making too much of a mark on them, because
the other ones you're talking about were fan made, so that it never counted because it wasn't made by any creators. It was fan made.
Wait. So, like...
This movie you're talking about, this book report that you just read to me, by the way, I was visualizing, and it reminded me when I was in elementary school, when you would have to do book reports to get, like, free personal pan pizzas at Domino's, and I was like, man, I should have...
Must be nice to go to school.
To a city school, asshole.
So did I. What fucking school did you go to?
You spent a lot of time in Essel.
Yo, I was gonna say, shit, I never got that. Like, no. I got a sticker that said, yeah, you can read. Like, that's all I got.
That's because they didn't know where you were at the time. They didn't know where you were standing in your reading skills.
Oh, shit. Wow, thanks.
No, this was the first movie that was by the original creator that actually said, okay, I'm officially going to make this character canon to my series.
I actually never knew that.
So everything that you knew about Broly before this movie is absolute garbage. It is not true.
I would say garbage. It's just not. It's
but
not.
It doesn't.
It's not
it doesn't
the universe.
Yeah, it doesn't. It's all useless information. None of it ever happened.
Huh.
That's why I'm saying it's garbage. You throw it away. None of it ever happened. Broly never existed until this movie. Because it was never canon. It was fan-made characters. Just like that.
Wait, but how is it fan-made character if, like, the character remained literally looking exactly the same?
Because they kept the same character model, but they did change some nuances with Broly, because he doesn't...
I know he didn't have that fur thing before.
Yeah, they changed a lot of things to make it more of, like, his version of the character, but, like, I guess keep it to almost the same that you remember, but make it make sense. Because Broly didn't make sense before this. Like, he's this legendary Saiyan that's always just been around for centuries.
He had
that makes no sense.
He had that, like, amulet that controlled him. That, like, if he lost that amulet,
it made no sense at all. Like, there was some cool things about him, but it was like, as much as I hate to admit it, Goku is like the worst trash character in any anime. Period. I hate him.
Really?
But in Dragon Ball, you cannot surpass him. He has to be the one.
Yeah.
And the way that Broly was originally, like, fan-made, written, he was the one, the real one.
Right.
The one that you couldn't mess with. And the way that this was written is there was a way that he possibly could have been stronger, but he wasn't. He hasn't tapped into that power yet or whatever, but by the time he'll finally tap into the power, Goku will be way, 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 way higher. He'll be like Super Saiyan God Kamehameha 3 red, blue, rainbow, LGBTQ.
Fucking letters of the alphabet.
He's gonna be like 73 more Super Saiyan levels higher, so it'll never happen. But it actually made more sense in this movie that, like, they tied it in with the birth of Vegeta, basically. They tied it in. He got sent away because when the capsules that they're being birthed in had a radar saying that, hey, he is going to be absolutely stronger than Vegeta, and Vegeta was supposed to be the strongest, so they had to send him away. So that makes more sense than this entity has just lived forever, and he's a legend because everyone's talked about him for centuries. That didn't make any sense, because, like, to me, he's just like this big, gigantic, giant ape just flying down, and all of a sudden I'm a bajillion years old. Well, now this, like, makes him humanized. He's Vegeta's age. He
There's an origin to it.
It makes more sense that way to me.
How he as a character came to be, and I that's one of the genius things about that movie is that they actually tied, like, they gave you an idea of how his character was. I don't know. I guess it's because with that, I guess now that I know that it's fan made, like, just how epic and how brutal he was.
That's why.
It would have been really nice to kind of see, not the exact same, but, like, a similar element to that, because it kind of looked like it was almost like any other villain. Like, they were, like, beat down a little bit in the beginning, and then they have the upper hand, but they made it a little too easy.
There's still time for more.
Yeah,
because we technically, this is the first we've ever seen of this character.
Yeah,
we don't know that he can do that,
right?
But we've literally just seen him, and Goku says in the movie, I'll be back. I'll keep in contact.
Yeah,
which I thought was really dumb to begin with, but I hate Goku because of that. He's like, hey, I'm gonna whoop your ass, and then, all right, let's stay in contact. I'm gonna text you later. We're gonna go out to dinner.
I want to fight you again, because that's just like what he did at the end of at the end of the Tournament of Power. Like, he said the same thing to Jiren. Yeah. Which, by the way, now that that story is all intertwined now, I would love to see them move into more with, like, Jiren and the other, what was the other universe that had the other Saiyans with, like, Kefla and I forgot their names.
Kale.
And Kale, yeah.
Khalifa,
Kale. Khalifa, Kale, and what was
Wiz Khalifa.
Break Squad. I want to see more of that, because, like, other than the couple Saiyans that are main story.
I think Super's still going in Japan.
I think it is, yeah.
Because I want to say it's Dragon Ball Z Heroes.
Mm-hmm. I think that's the name.
I think, but it's not dubbed here, so
yeah.
Because Japanese makes my ears bleed, I will not listen to Japanese. I have to have it dubbed.
You're one of those.
I will wait an extra year and a half for dubbed because I speak one language. Okay.
Are you afraid of a little reading while you watch?
No, you miss stuff while you're reading. If you're focused down at the screen reading, I don't see all the flashing lights and everything that's going on up here because I'm looking down reading.
You are not a true...
No, I don't know. I've never said that I'm a true anime fan. I don't... Japanese is absolute trash. I don't care what anyone says. You don't speak Japanese. You can never say that their voices are better in Japanese. You don't know that.
I'm not a big fan
because you don't
of
understand
the
Japanese.
Choice of voice actors.
The voice actor,
Japanese,
my personal American. Well, okay, it depends on what you're talking about because I don't watch a whole bunch of their anime, but Dragon Ball or Dragon Ball Z, 1,000% better in English. Their choice of actors, 1,000% better.
Yeah. Goku's Japanese voice.
Hi. Yeah.
That's
I literally stopped playing Sword Art Online because of that.
Because of that?
They never said that it was going to be only in Japanese.
Oh.
I was like, nope, gone, done, goodbye. Won't play it.
Oh my god.
I deleted Jump Force.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
I actually enjoyed it.
No, well, number one, I hate Naruto with a passion. But
how?
Because he's terrible.
That's one of the most
Anybody that watches
accurate.
Anybody that watches the show, they break it into two. There's the garbage trash little 8-year-old whiny faggot little bitch that I want to punch in the throat.
Mm.
And then there's the oh my god, it's so cool, he's badass part of the show.
Yeah.
I'm not.
So you're probably thinking of Naruto and Shippuden.
Yeah, I'm not going to jump to Shippuden or however you pronounce this non-American word. I'm not. See, I laugh, but like I know Budokai and Tenkaichi and shit like that, like from video games.
Yeah,
so I know. I'm just making a joke. I'm not gonna jump to this half of this,
the grown side of Naruto,
without watching the beginning because you have to understand
in order to understand it.
For me, I have to understand. But I've tried to watch the beginning, and all it is some retarded little kid whining and screaming and bitching and moaning and complaining his entire. It's like watching Caillou, but he fights.
Right.
And I'm just like, get over it, grow some hair, kid.
Right. No, I would agree.
And I cannot sit through this to get to this part. Yeah. And then all I've ever seen is just like people like fucking running down the street with their arms behind their backs like they're gonna blow over.
Naruto.
So dumb.
You know what? You made a point on that. I agree with that.
That's why I will not watch Naruto. I cannot skip. That's like going Dragon Ball Z. You skip Dragon Ball and Dragon Ball Z, and then you start watching in Super.
Right. And trying to figure out where, who, why. You're trying to figure it all out just by starting in Super alone. Yeah,
that's like jumping into Super and you're like, oh, this Boo character, oh, he's a funny dude. He's a cool, good guy. But you've never known that he has different forms and he's an evil guy.
Yeah, you didn't know where he came from. Oh, there's this little, small ex-fighter Krillin, and he has this like really hot wife and a kid. Like you never understand that she was once like sent to destroy the Earth. Not sent, but created to destroy the planet. Yeah. Like you don't understand any of their backstory. Yeah. So no, it makes sense.
That's why I will never watch it.
It was hard to. I love them both. Don't get me wrong. I love them both, but it was at times hard to get through Naruto because they made Naruto They made him Gabe. Where they literally made him, he was obnoxious. He did shit on purpose because he thought what he was doing was cool and funny and hip and always trying to prove himself to be like one of the others. And like, it was always just a problem. And there was always a complaint. There was always some kind of issue no matter what he did. Uh-huh. And it was sometimes like, just shut up. Shut up. I get it. But it makes so much more sense the very last like third or quarter of the show before they move into Shippuden because like they actually, and that's why I really love Naruto, because they mature, they get them mature.
They should do what Full Metal Alchemist did. In my personal opinion, I like both Full Metal Alchemist and Brotherhood. But Brotherhood is a different version of the same timeline of Full Metal Alchemist when it came out. But it's got some separate different views. So what they could do, for people like me, is they could make Naruto, but fuck what everyone else thinks and says, and don't make him such a whiny little bitch, and redo that first half of Naruto.
Okay.
In like a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood kind of style, like a different point of view, same storyline, same arc, same timeline, but a different way where they're like, okay, this is how he's gonna be, and we're not gonna change him. We're not gonna go this way or that way because the fans are complaining about this, whatever. It's the same story. You're just making him less whiny, less bitchy, less, annoying.
Yeah.
And then make him a young version of the character of what he's about to be, because we've already done Shippuden.
Right. And like then that story's already there.
I might actually watch it. Maybe.
The one I want, well, I won't be able to do it for a long ass time, but because I'm going through Shippuden right now, and it's just so damn long. But I want to start getting into Boruto also. Because
isn't it like his kid or something?
Yeah. It's literally everything after the Great Ninja War, and after after Naruto's like crowned like Hokage, and so like I've cheated and went through and seen a couple like fights, like some of the like not full episodes, but some of the clips on certain key fights.
Yeah.
And that like Boruto is actually like they've made it so far more accurate than Shippuden, and Shippuden's pretty like it's clean. It's really clean. Well, so is Naruto, but it's so well animated. But Boruto is supposed to even surpass that. So like I really want to continue getting into it, but I can understand where you're coming from with the whole like he's a fucking kid, so like naturally it's fucking annoying.
Super whiny.
Yeah, it's
super whiny, and it's like, oh god, shut up, stop, go away, die already. Pick a new main character.
You'll get it in Boruto. You're following the kid, but the kid's even worse than Naruto.
Yeah, is it made by the same people though? Because like Dragon Ball, like GT. I don't know if you know, GT doesn't count either.
No, GT doesn't count.
GT was not made by the original.
It wasn't. Yeah, it was made by a different studio.
So, like, is Boruto the same? Is it made by the same people?
Yeah.
Okay.
Same voice actors and everything.
Oh
god. What?
The whiny.
No, not Boruto. Boruto, no, he didn't adapt the same like whiny. Boruto, like Boruto, whatever. He's the difference between him and Naruto. When Naruto was a child, Boruto is like arrogant. Like, he's arrogant and always goes against authority. But, like, Naruto was just, like, he was obnoxious and went against authority. So, but, like, Boruto literally has, like, he's so much more... He's different in the sense of, like, especially with the voice acting. I personally prefer Boruto's voice actor over who Naruto's was, because it wasn't so, like,
in English?
Squeakery. In English is dope, too. I like it in English. So, yeah, I mean, I would say, if anything, just start from Shippuden. Because
I'm going to have no idea what the fuck's going on.
They're all grown up. That's it.
I don't know anything about Naruto besides a stupid metal headband and running down the street with your arms behind your back. That's all I know.
So, hold on. So then the question is, how far in the original Naruto did you get?
5 minutes. Couldn't do it.
So, like, legit, you have no idea what the story is?
Nope. But again, I don't really care. Like, it's your initial presentation of this product. And initially I was like, oh, I dealt with Goku. I can't do this again. Goku is he's not whiny. He's just super. I don't like the my two favorite characters in Dragon Ball is Piccolo,
dope,
and Vegeta.
Dope. Okay.
Vegeta ends up doing the right thing, but he's I don't want to do this.
Right.
He ends up doing it, but he's more about himself. He doesn't care about other people except for himself, his family, and then if it connects to his family, he's like, oh, Jesus Christ, I have to do this because my family wants me to do it, so I have to go do this.
Right.
And then Piccolo's just like, he's king. He's like the last of his people, and he's like, I worry about me. Right. And then now because my friend, who I became friends with, Goku, needs me to do this, I'll do it.
Right.
So like I'm not into the let's fight for the good guys and let's be a number one trooper. Kind of like, I don't like characters like that, like by the book.
You don't like that hokey...
Yeah, like morals. I don't...
Yeah. What the hell with morals?
Yeah, I don't like those characters.
Moral
My favorite characters are always like the asshole-ish characters that like, they're out for themselves. They're traitors or they're thieves or like in Star Wars, the guy that flipped on him at the end.
Kylo Ren?
No, not Kylo Ren. Oh, god damn it. What movie was it? Was it Han Solo? How they got screwed at the end?
Yeah.
I don't remember his name. But right before spoilers, by the way, if you haven't seen a movie that's, 2 years old, 3 years old?
Yeah.
Before Darth Maul pops up?
Yeah.
The guy that flipped on him and turned them over and ratted on them?
Yeah.
That guy. He was like a thief. Those are my kind of characters. Like, my favorite characters are like Boba Fett. He's a manhunter. He's for himself. Mercenary. He only thinks, yeah. Those are my kind of characters. The only character that I've ever really liked, Batman, is clearly the for the good. But it took him a while to get there. He was for revenge. Right. And then became for good. But I've never been into the like, okay, this is the right way to do it. This is how we have to do it. It can't be any other way. I don't like those characters. They annoy the living shit out of me. And that would be Goku?
That's Goku for
That would be Naruto.
Naruto had to learn that it wasn't about him. In the beginning, it was like, I'm gonna be the best. I'm gonna be Hokage. Like, this is about me, because I'm gonna prove everybody wrong. Like, he was selfish in the beginning. He did become all about the people later on, but it wasn't the, like, we're gonna go fight things and save the day. It's just like, oh, hey, you're threatening my fucking family, my town. Now, hey, now you gotta deal with me.
But he whined about it in that voice you just made.
Yeah.
And that's why I don't know what the hell's going on in the show. Yeah. It's annoying. It's annoying.
I'm sorry you feel that.
The only time I feel, and this is going to be very sexist, the only time I feel like anyone should ever be that way is female characters in the anime. Like, it makes me think of Sword Art Online. Kirito isn't like that. The females are like that in the show, but that's because they're like, that's the personification that a lot of animes give off, is that's how the females act in those animes. So I'm okay with that. Yeah. And unless, like, if you ever watch anime like my roommate does, how he's got Crunchyroll going on for 18 hours a day, and he's not even watching it. But every anime that I've ever heard in the background, it's always something to do with, like, I'm in love with my brother, I'm in love with my stepbrother, my cousin love. Like, everybody in the family loves this one guy that they're related to, and then he goes to school, and 6 girls at school's in love with him, and then his teacher, and then his teacher's friend, and then his mailman's mom, and it doesn't make
wow, what an intricate web he just, like,
it doesn't make any sense, because then, like, this girl at school, oh my god, she's in love with me, but I don't really love her because I don't know my own feelings. I don't love myself. And then you're like, hey, sister, let's take pictures together. And she's like, oh, can I sit on your lap? And I'm really in love with you. And it's shit like that. And then, like, the sister and then the friend at school, like, hate each other because they both find out that they, like, sexually want to do things with her brother.
That's wait, are we talking about anime or Star Wars at this point? I'm losing it here.
No, listen up, viewers. That was only in Star Wars during the shitty movies.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5 through 6.
Oh,
5, 6,
terrible.
7. No, wait, sorry, that's 4 through 6.
4, 5, and 6, worst ones.
Really?
Period.
Really?
Period.
Most people are always like, 1, 2, 3 are...
They're wrong.
Really?
4, 5, and 6, it's only because of nostalgia, because those are the first ones they seen. Oh, right. My generation. Fuck your generation. Go walk up that hill 30 miles back and forth barefoot.
During Vietnam.
Yeah. To school.
To get a bottle of milk for your starving family.
Right. No, it's because of nostalgia. 1, 2, and 3 were the better movies, hands down, period. because it wasn't about incest. Yes, clearly, incest was in that movie. It wasn't about, like, let's be family manners and let's hug out our problems. No, it was 1, 2, and 3.
It's the family of the family.
No, but it was... No,
this day and age,
1, 2, and 3.
reading the good news on the newspaper page. Love and tradition of the grand design. So people say it's even harder to find. All right.
Oh man.
Oh,
1,
Jesus.
2, and 3 was about, I have an issue. Fuck you, you're dead. I'm gonna kill you. No bullshit, no talking, no dragging it out.
Yeah.
You're dead.
Yeah, straight to the point.
That's what I liked.
Yeah.
That's why when personally people are like, Disney is killing things. No, you're just old and can't accept change.
Right.
I think they're making Star Wars way better than it ever was. Because they're wrapping things up. They're changing some things here and there to make it their own,
Right.
but they're making it make sense to wrap into their overall universe of what they plan to go forward.
Yeah.
I think Star Wars was good 1, 2, and 3.
I really enjoyed
the second saga and on.
I really fucking enjoyed 1, 2, 3. I enjoyed it because you had this super villain, this extremely super villain, untouchable dude
Darth Maul
throughout 4, 5, and 6. That like you're like, okay. Same thing goes with the Brawley, the old Brawley discussion. Like, who is he? Where did he come from? Who's this? How'd this come to happen? Where's this fucking old dude in the desert that's somehow this like fucking warrior? What's his story? 1, 2, and 3 did that. It tied all the loose ends together so you understood what 4, 5, and 6 is. Now, I really also enjoy 7, 8, and 9. A lot of people trash on them. I personally liked it because it kind of brought things full circle and kind of closed some of that off. But like me, I'm sorry for any Star Wars fans. 4, 5, and 6 was slow. It was like uninteresting. Like, it was hard to keep up with the story. Hell, Rogue One, I thought was way better than 4, 5, and 6, personally. It just, it was engaging enough to watch.
I'll agree.
It just, I don't know. I think the way they presented 4, 5, and 6, though I can't, the one part of me on the flip side of that coin is they're old fucking movies. So there wasn't too much that they could necessarily work with to make it fun. I mean, to make it more like appealing. But the way they told the story for 4, 5, and 6, it was such a slow pace. It was just, I couldn't stay connected to it.
They definitely changed storytelling. They changed the way that movies have punctured into our pop culture references and the way that we special effects and the way that we narrate stories. They definitely changed that. But I'm honestly going to be legit, and I'm going to say that to me, they were trash. 4, 5, and 6.
Oh, I was going to say 4,
5, and 6. They were trash.
No.
The only thing that I think from 4, 5, and 6 that was good, Han Solo. Lando.
Oh,
That's
yeah.
it. That's it. Because I honestly, and I know people are going to absolutely hate this, the new Lando is much better. Hands down, much better.
Oh, yeah.
Much better.
Yeah.
People are like, he's flamboyant and he's gay. Who cares? He has a personality. He's not a glass of milk.
Right.
Which is what all their characters were. Yeah, because I was going to say 1, 2, and 3. I'm trying to keep those characters separate. Yeah, they're boring. I like the way that they're being redone now, and they're giving personalities. The only thing that I would say, and I absolutely hate the Jedi, by the way. Hate the Jedi. All of them, terrible, hate them. I only like the Sith. But I fucking love Mace.
Oh, yeah.
I love Mace.
Yeah. I honestly, he wasn't a Jedi, but I really love what they did with Finn. I liked Finn's character.
We don't know that he's not a Jedi, though.
But we don't know that. I mean, because he was able to wield the lightsaber. Like, it turned on for him.
Well, there's things that, like, people have complained about in the new ones that I can see their complaints. Like, they're focusing on a black character because he's black. Or the original theory of Rose might have been gay. Oh, they're adding gay people into the movie. And then
Finn. But you're okay with brother and sister making out.
Finn and what the hell's his name? I don't know why I can't think.
The pilot.
The pilot.
Yeah.
Yes. Well, they were originally going to be rumored to be gay, to have a love story, and they're doing it because gay people need to be represented. I see where they're coming from, and I get it. The way that you're introduced to someone, and then it might change. It might not be like your way of seeing. I didn't mind if these things were true, because I don't mind equality. I hate when it's shoved in your face on purpose for that purpose of, look at me, I'm equal.
Like, here, we're including them.
You're front and center.
Right.
If it was equal, we wouldn't have to put it out there like, hey, check this out.
Right.
I am a gay character.
Right.
So I was okay with it. They ended up changing it later on down the line where those things didn't happen. But I didn't mind like a main character being a black character. I was like, that's fucking cool. I thought there was only like a handful of them out there in the galaxy.
Right.
So I'm cool with the new additions that they made where people are like, Disney's just trying to socialize and who cares? The way that they're doing it is not making it 100% obvious to like, hey guys, this is a gay Star Wars movie. This is a handicapped Star Wars movie. Like,
right.
They're putting them characters in there and they're making sense in the story.
Right. No, I definitely wholeheartedly agree with that too. Like they weren't so like stick out like a sore thumb kind of presentation of those inclusions. So
I'm still mad that Captain Phasma's dead because Captain Phasma was dope.
Wait, who's Captain Phasma again?
No, the really tall chick from Game of Thrones. She had the full metal chrome suit. Yeah, she got burnt alive and but so did Vader, and he came back. So like you don't really know that Captain Phasma's dead, but
right.
Now I'm kind of thinking that she really might be dead because we haven't seen her. But
right.
She was a dope character, like a really, really awesome new character, and they're just like, nah, she's dead.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's because they were trying to wrap up the whole story, the whole saga, and trying to leave it where there isn't anything that comes after.
Yeah.
So even if they had a new character, they had to find a way to write them out. Which I mean, she was a dope fucking character. She brought a new element to like the bad guys. Like I really like what they did with her character.
I'm the bad guy.
Duh.
Door.
What?
I'm glad that they're like, it's not, people want like space opera.
Yeah.
And that's not what it is anymore. Star Wars isn't made for, if you're 40, 50, 60, Star Wars ain't made for you anymore.
Right.
Star Wars is made towards the younger generation. Why? Because they still have years ahead of them to grow up. Right. And they'll fall in love with it and then force their kids to watch it who will fall in love with it.
Right.
They want to go back to the beginning.
It's a generational story. Yeah. It's a generational story that if you get them to understand the origin, then the originals that came out, they can appreciate more so the story, and they'll understand and appreciate why the older generations are so into 4, 5, and 6. It gives them a reason, because now everything needs a reason. Everything needs an explanation. Before, you could just put something else like, whoa, wow, revolutionary, so fucking cool. Like, I like this. Anything after that or anything before that, it's trash, garbage. But with the newer generations, it's, well, how did this come to be? Like, it doesn't make any sense unless there's an explanation. Where did this come from? Oh, this is why it is? Good. I understand this now, and I appreciate it because now I understand where it came from. Like, everything needs some kind of origin. And I mean, not that it's necessary, but these days, especially with the way storytelling is being done visually, it just helps other people stay engaged with, like, for example, like the Avengers. Everybody knew that, there's some superheroes and this, that, and the third, but they kind of wrote them in. They gave them an origin story. So it helps the younger generation who may not grew up with the comics and didn't really know much about him, they understand it and appreciate it and like it more. And not only that, but it keeps the viewers. It keeps the viewers to
then
that.
You have the old people who grew up on the comics and all that, like, that's not how it was done in the comics. And they're keyboard
Why did
warriors.
you sound like King Kai?
Did I?
You just, bro, you just, not Goku. Like, dude, you literally just sounded like King Kai. Oh, shit. You know what? I'm going to have fun listening that back. Oh, my God.
Save that clip.
Yo.
No, but they're just like, that's not how that was written.
You got to say Goku. You got to say Goku. Goku.
Now, Goku.
Yes.
I wish we had visual right now because I am crying.
Oh my god, dude, fucking perfect.
I'm crying. I want you. This is your homework for when you go back and listen to this.
Yeah.
I want you to do editing on this now. I want you to, every time I said the word Goku, I want you to splice in that audio clip.
Goku. Oh yeah, my biggest problem was Goku. Oh my!
I want that to be my text alert when I get a text.
Call from Goku.
No, but they're always just like, that's not how it was written in the comic books, and that's not right. That's not the right color for their outfit. That's not how he became the superhero. This is how it happened. He was bit by a radioactive spider. Well, if we're talking about Spider-Man, like, we all know.
Oh, you hate Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's trash. Spider-Man, not only is he the worst superhero, he's never been done right. Not once. Until Disney put their hands on him. But I still wouldn't even say they were great. They just became watchable.
Okay. I guess. I disagree to a certain extent.
Tobey Maguire, garbage.
Yeah. He was only great because it was the first time that they used, like, more modern cinematics.
Again, nostalgia. People can't let shit go.
Yeah.
They're afraid that something newer is better than what they originally first saw.
You have to tell me, who was your favorite out of the newer ones? Andrew Garfield, Tobey Maguire, and Tom Holland. Who do you think really personifies?
Holland. And it's not even because Stan Lee said it, but everybody who's ever worked with him has said what Spider-Man was originally wrote as the original character, wrote down in the comics, penciled in for the very first time in existence. Holland is what Spider-Man was supposed to be on the pages.
See, I didn't know that part.
Everybody that has ever said that, and even Stan Lee has said it himself, when he originally sat down at a table for the first time and ever picked up a pencil and started drawing and thinking of the idea of Spider-Man, he was envisioning Tom Holland in the future.
Wow.
He said Tom Holland was exactly the way that he thought Spider-Man was supposed to be when he first ever sat down to do Spider-Man.
Wow.
And it has nothing to do with that because my decision came before I even heard that. But right before his death, they were like doing interviews and all that, and they were talking about Tom Holland and how Spider-Man was out of MCU, but then he was back in MCU, all that crap that happened. Around that time, because I think Stan Lee died right before that, but around that like time, they had interviewed Stan Lee, and Stan Lee had said, this is what I envisioned him to be. It was always supposed to be what Tom Holland is doing.
Wow. Okay.
So that is why the internet had such an upheaval when he was out of the MCU, and they forced Sony and Disney to come together and say, look, we need to figure this out. Holland needs to be in the MCU.
Right.
He has to be.
But it's only for a few more movies, right? Didn't they say that they were only going to...
That they're originally signed, but he could...
I mean, it could change from here on out. We don't know. Wow. Okay, yeah, see, I didn't even realize that was Stan Lee's take on him as the character.
Yep.
I'm sorry, but I have to say Tom Holland is the absolute best. Not because he's the young and like he actually fits like the body composition of what Spider-Man is. It's his persona.
How many times have you checked out Spider-Man's body composition?
Well, I mean, he's super fucking slender. He's not bulky. He's Tobey Maguire, especially Andrew Garfield. He was way too fucking tall.
Which one did he do?
He did. Okay, so it was Tobey Maguire for those three atrocities.
That's the upside down mask pull kiss.
Yeah, that's Tobey Maguire.
Okay.
And then so those first three, And the way they fucked with Venom on the third one.
Was it Kingpin? Shocker? No. Who was...
Shocker?
Two in the pink, one in the stink. Not that Shocker. No, who was his villains? It was Kingpin in the first one.
Wait, for who?
Spider-Man. The very first Spider-Man.
It was Hobgoblin and Green Goblin.
Hobgoblin, Green Goblin.
Yeah, it was them. It was them too. And then the second one, I already forgot what the second one was. Why do I not remember?
That must have been Kingpin.
Yeah, it was Kingpin and wasn't also Sandman.
Oh,
Dr. Ock. Doc Ock was the second one. And then the third one...
Dr. Octagonopus. Rah!
And then the third one, the third one was... I can't remember the third one, but I know at the end was when fucking Venom. It was that when they were introducing that really terrible CGI Venom.
Ah, right. See, I tend to suppress bad memories. So,
that was the third one. And then after that, it was Andrew Garfield's.
That was the really shitty one where Jamie Foxx played Shocker. Or Electro.
Electro.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
See, that's where I feel like companies are forced race changing to fit things. Now, Kingpin being black, when he originally was white, good fit.
Yeah.
That dude, I don't remember his name.
Yeah.
He played an amazing Kingpin to begin with. But Jamie Foxx got the position because they wanted a black character and he happened to be around. He is a terrible fucking actor.
And in that role especially, because he did fucking Django great.
I'm going to tell you he is a terrible actor, period. That's just my personal
You didn't
opinion.
like him in Django?
He was okay, but it wasn't him. It was the rest of the movie that I think made him look better.
Oh, okay.
The writing, the directing, the other characters. But anyways, terrible. Absolutely terrible in that movie, in that franchise. And that franchise was already bad because we already had to, sorry guys, we screwed up. These movies are terrible. We're going to reboot it again.
Yeah.
And then they kept changing things and reboot it again. And
yeah. It's like Batman.
One.
Batman's the same way. They're constantly changing the actors.
And maybe I'm biased because I love Batman. The only bad one I can honestly say was George Clooney.
I didn't even watch that one because of how bad it was rated.
You're not missing anything. George Clooney
had
He had the bat nipples. Now, okay, he doesn't have so many lines, so as annoying as he is, and he should have never been casted in any American movies, period, because he can't even speak. He just, chews marbles. Where's Batman? Have you seen Batman?
You hot-headed, chill out.
He should be a silent character.
Didn't that also have fucking Poison Ivy in it too? Poison Ivy in that one, in that same one. It was Poison Ivy, Mr. Freeze.
I think, yeah, because it's confusing because there was Batman and Robin.
Right.
I get those two movies confused.
Yeah.
So I have to go back and watch them. It's been forever, but there was some semi bad casting, but Batman, George Clooney was the worst. I mean, I'll still watch it.
Yeah. Because
it's funny that he's got bat nipples on his armor, but I'll still go back and watch those movies. But they were never anywhere as close as unwatchable as Spider-Man before Homecoming. But before before Tom Holland.
With Tobey.
Yeah, the other two Spider-Man.
Yeah, Tobey Maguire and
Garfield.
Andrew Garfield.
Yeah, I hate Monday's lasagna dude. That guy, Garfield.
Yeah. The only scene that was good in his movie was that when that blonde chick died.
Just because you didn't like her, or
no, because it was funny to watch him sad. No, and the fact that he was literally this close, and she had hit the ground, and he was this close. Literally arms reach, and she was just I can reach your hand, but you know what? No, you're a terrible actor.
I can be your hero, baby.
He couldn't.
Not today. You gonna learn today.
Yeah, no, yeah, I can't wait to see the other movies with Tom Holland, because now that they're still plugging in, it's its standalone movie, but you get the hints of the MCU. all the same time.
Before we get into another half hour of banter, I do want to say I am excited, but I don't know how you like it. The original Spider-Man movies, that is Captain Marvel in the MCU.
Okay.
She is. I don't know how you liked it. She's a terrible actress. She has no business being in a feature film, let alone a main character in a movie or a main character in the face of the franchise. She belongs like Sundance independent films, like guerrilla style cam feet. Like, she belongs on the computer as a cam girl, like not as an actress with lines. Like, keep your mouth shut and just don't speak.
Like a Kristen Stewart of the MCU.
But she's hot.
I thought she was...
I don't care if she makes the same face no matter what she's doing or getting done to her in that aspect.
Kristen Stewart is fucking hot.
But no, what's her terrible name? Captain Marvel?
Oh geez, I don't remember.
Yeah, exactly my point.
I don't remember.
Exactly my point. But I can remember the chick who played with a glittery vampire. I can remember her name, but I can't remember who Captain Marvel is.
Oh, you talking about like the character name? Or the actress name?
The actual actress.
The actress name, okay.
Yeah, I don't remember her name. But whoever plays Captain Marvel, she needs to stop acting. Just stop.
I honestly thought
Kill
Captain
off
Marvel,
the character and give it to somebody else and call it a day.
I thought Captain Marvel was great.
I don't know how.
I don't know. I personally just enjoyed it.
I'm sorry.
And I like the story that they gave it.
I'd rather watch reruns of VeggieTales. The story was great. Her in the story was not great.
Oh.
She didn't sell anything for me. I didn't get anything from her. I got more emotion and feeling from the vomiting alien cat than I did from her performance.
The cat was dope.
I mean, she's bad. I don't know how. Get out of Hollywood. I don't know how. None of her castmates liked her. They all want to get rid of her. And there's clearly a reason that we don't know, because like we're not, backstage, but she's terrible.
Yeah, I've heard quite a bit of that too, that she's very hard to work with. Just like Megan Fox was like absolutely terrible to work with on the set of Transformers. Especially after the first movie. Which is why after the second movie she was no longer there, is because she got absolutely demanding and hard to work with.
She was only in 2 movies, right?
The first 2.
Okay.
And then the third one was The Model.
Okay, she wasn't there in the second movie.
Was she not there in the second movie?
No. She was CGI the entire movie.
No.
Yes, because she was doing
the other one.
Jennifer's Body, whatever that movie was. She was doing Jennifer's Body at the horror film.
Yeah.
She was CGI the entire movie. She was not in that second movie.
No.
Yeah. Yeah, because those those guys on the internet, they were like, that is not the same proportional size of her breast or her ass cheeks. Whoa. And they were like, when she was bent over the motorcycle and she was like supposed to be working on it or whatever.
Yeah.
Everybody was getting mad that that's not really, why did you CGI her butt cheeks in there? And like people found out like it wasn't her. The whole thing was CGI.
That makes me look at
because
that movie
she
a lot differently now.
She wasn't there because she was also recording Jennifer's Body at the same time. So she could not film for Transformers.
Wow. That's
how, because they came out around the same time and everything.
Yeah.
That's how they were both like productionally like done at the same time, is because she was CGI'd in Transformers and then she was filming the other movie.
Wow, holy shit.
So,
okay.
Maybe they also did because of what you're saying is true. They just didn't want to deal with her. They're like, you know what? We got Michael Bay.
You're contracted for one more, but you don't have to be here to film it. We got you covered. CGI and bigger ass.
So it seems like we've been talking about movies for a while, but I think we're gonna end it right here.
I think that would be.
We're gonna end it right here for the first episode.
Yeah, I think we made some good progress. I think this week's topics were pretty dope. Kind of jumpy and spotty a little bit, but we found a nice smooth rhythm. So yeah, if you guys got this far and you guys have again, as we mentioned, you have some ideas on things to talk about, topics that you'd like covered, or even opinions, we'll definitely add on top to those opinions that you may have. Or if you have opinions about what we talked about today, anything that you would like to add in, we're always welcome to that. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and wrap it up. Again, thank you guys for tuning in to the second episode of our podcast, our abstract podcast.
And if you want the coronavirus, make sure to lick windows.
Or or go to any Asian restaurant and just lick their countertops. That sounds like great. That sounds like a great idea. Some beer and some coronavirus. Corona.
I'm safe though. I drink Bud Light, so I'm gonna have coronavirus.
You look white. You're safe.
I said Bud Light.
Bud Light lime.
No. Fuck your fruity
Bud
bullshit.
Light orange.
No. Fuck your fruity bullshit. Just straight up Bud Light. Why do you have to have a flavor, you fruitcake? Can I get a Fanta with an orange slice?
Oh my god. I can get some Bud Light on the way home because I got some pineapple pieces over there. What?
It doesn't already come in the can. Don't add it.
No, I'm gonna add it.
No.
There's nothing you can do about it.
I'm gonna have some fruity flavored drinks. Anyways, guys.
Join in on our next podcast, which should be maybe like another 2 weeks. We'll try to make it maybe bi-weekly for right now. So you guys got some time to recover from this dumpster fire. But until next time, we will see you guys in the end. No, we're not going to do that. Okay, all right, good. We're done. Peace out.